How did the British government react to the actions of the colonists? The Stamp Act. The Stamp Act was one of the first signs of colonial rebellion. The act was passed by Parliament in 1765. It imposed a tax on all pieces of printed paper in the colonies. The British passed this as a way to help recover from the debt caused by the French and Indian War. The colonists, however, did not agree with this. They argued in letters and articles, refused to buy stamps, and attacked tax collectors. This colonial resistance made it impossible for the British government to bring the Stamp Act into effect. So, in 1766, Parliament repealed the Stamp Act. The Townshend Acts. Next, Parliament passed the Townshend Acts. In 1767, they placed a tax on glass, lead, paints, paper, and tea. The British passed the acts to raise revenues to maintain British troops in America. The revenue was also used to pay the salaries of some royal officials who were appointed to work in the colonies. Like the Stamp Act, the Townshend Act caused a riot among the colonists. Many colonists viewed the taxation as an abuse of power. So, Parliament repealed all the Townshend duties except the taxes on tea in 1770. Boston Massacre. On March 5, 1770, 5 colonists were killed by British soldiers in an event known as the Boston Massacre. The Boston Massacre is an excellent example as to how the British responded to colonial actions. The riot began when about 50 colonists attacked a British centennial. A British official called a squad of soldiers for help. The soldiers fired into the group of colonists. 3 colonists were killed on the spot and 8 were wounded, 2 of whom died later. Finally, in 1773, the colonists showed one of the greatest acts of defiance in Boston Tea Party. The colonists were upset with the tax on tea passed by Parliament in the Townshend Act. So, on December 16, 1773, a group of colonists boarded 3 ships in the Boston harbor and dumped the tea into the water. In fact, the men threw a total of 342 chests of tea overboard. The British government did not like this at all. King George decided the issue was no longer about taxes, but about Britain's control over the colonies. So the British Parliament passed the Intolerable Acts as punishment for the colonists. The act shut down the British harbor until all the tea was paid for. It also placed Massachusetts firmly under British control. The end.